Hey guys, Machine here, Wom, Connor, whatever you guys like to call me. Um, but yeah, I'm here doing my first vlog on the YouTubes, and it's kind of a video that I wanted to do for I was thinking about doing for a little while, and as like a look back on my first year of streaming and kind of what I'm doing now and what I plan to do moving forward. So just let's get right into it. So yeah, the first half of the year, not really too much to say, just league stuff. Developed. Had a few regulars eventually, like 3, 4 people that were really cool, and would keep me motivated to keep doing it, even though I was streaming to nobody half more than most of the time, pretty much. But I still loved it. Still like doing it a lot. Um, but then as it got closer to the summer, just before Dawngate, I was getting pretty discouraged about it, and kind of lost interest in doing it really consistently. And and League itself was getting really discouraging too. Pretty much the same thing as what's happening with me right now in League. Ranked just stopped being fun. The game just stopped being fun. I was getting just more mad that I couldn't win and couldn't climb, and it was just getting to me, and it felt like work going to log on to League and play rather than fun. And I knew that that's just not how it should be. Like, that's not right. And so I needed something new. I didn't really know where to look. Um, and then I see an ad on Facebook for Dawngate, and said it was a MOBA. I had never heard of it, but I was like, I play MOBA. Let's try this out. And who knew that little Facebook ad could do so much, right? Um, but yeah, and then I looked up stuff about it, saw that there was a top 200 leaderboard, and I was like, that's the goal. That's what I want to do. And looked on Twitch and saw how small the community was for streams, and I was like, all right, maybe I can make something out of this game. And for myself to try to gain more viewers and stuff. And obviously it worked out. Started off slow, of course, because I wasn't anybody in the game, and the game had been around for a pretty good amount of time beforehand, and there's all these awesome Team Waystone streamers that I'd see that had that were at the top and had a bunch of viewers and stuff, and I was looking at that like that's what I want to be someday. Um, kind of refueled the fire there, and made me want to stream more and become a better streamer, as well as just improve at the game itself. And started to climb. Well, started first building these awful items and playing Varian, and not knowing what the hell I was doing. And luckily I had people help me out, and in chat would come to my stream and would help me with items and stuff, and things that I did not know about the game, because I did just kind of throw myself in there and just went and played the games. And then eventually I figured everything out and started playing different champions. Obviously, a lot of tactician. Uh, kind of made the stream into tried to make it like here's high level tactician play. Come learn from me, because I do enjoy teaching. That's what the stream is mainly for. But then as things grew, it turned into more than that. It turned into just that Dawngate family that we all knew and loved. That is still together, really. Um, not as much, but there's a lot of you still here. We all still hang out in each other's streams, and it's super great that still continues. But back then I had never known anything like that, and it was just such a cool feeling to have all these people come back every day, and the same familiar faces, familiar names, and see them and just talk and hang out. It was just a really cool experience for me. Once people actually started coming in, and I had more than more than 2 people to talk to. It just felt really good. And you know, then I would eventually start seeing Waystone Games lurking around the channel, and I was like, huh, maybe that means I'm doing something right. And one day Pluto, after a developer stream, sent a lot of people my way, and I got a ton of followers, and that was like a big day for me. Had a big spike in viewership from the host, and ton of new followers. That alert was going off for like 5 minutes straight. I couldn't hear myself think, but I didn't need to think. I was just happy. It was like a annoyed but happy at the same time kind of feeling. And it was super motivating to make me want to keep doing it. And more and more people started to catch on to the stream, and it was really cool. And I just grew a passion for this, that passion that I hadn't had for anything else in years. Basically since I stopped, basically since the end of my high school sports career was the last time I had felt any drive to want to do something and get better at something. Then and that's what streaming became for me, really. Along with improving at the game itself, so that I could in turn improve the stream, and have more knowledge to give to you guys, because that's what I wanted to do at first. And but yeah, there was like that emptiness I had for a few years, because I used to play hockey and lacrosse, and not to toot my own horn or anything, but I was really really damn good at it, and was usually the best one on the field or the ice. Uh, and that kind of stuff, just, yeah, I loved competition and loved winning, and that all has transferred over to games now. So it made me a little more plump than I used to be, but still gets the same feeling in me, of just that drive for competition and to win and stuff. And then tying that in with streaming, and just loving the interaction with you guys, and you know having that Dongate community there just kind of changed everything, really. Having such a cool group of people that we all knew each other, we were all friends. You could go to any channel, any stream, and I could say hi to everyone, and everyone would say hi back, and it was like just a super cool, friendly environment that we had. And I loved it, and I didn't want to do anything else. I just wanted to stream as much as I possibly could. And because of that and all that time spent, I lost a lot of real life friends that I just kind of stopped seeing, basically. And I didn't really care. It was weird. It was just like, am I supposed to care or not? I don't know. But like, yeah, I enjoyed streaming so much that it just didn't really bother me. And all you guys make it worth it, and make me want to keep coming back and doing this every day, and as much as I could. And then so yeah, it came around to the fall semester. I started to get super busy. Couldn't stream as much as I would want to or was able to in the past, but tried to whenever I could. And it was still awesome that I could, because I did have a lot of work, and probably could have spent more time doing that work. But I love streaming, and I love you guys, so like, that's what I wanted to do. And of course, playing Dongate was the game we all loved, right? And then eventually, I keep it up, keeping up the good work, and start. The stream is just like, it was just like a regular thing to be expected. Like, I'd start streaming, and I would have people to talk to immediately, and it was so cool to to feel like I was somebody, and to be put on the same kind of level, I guess, in comparison at the time to all these awesome streamers that were already on Team Waystone, like Thor and Elf and Kreen and Muzzy and Sheebs, rest in peace, until he did have to stop, for whatever personal and work related stuff that he did get into. But he was one of those guys I looked up to as well, as a streamer, and all those all of Team Waystone. You know, those guys are really, you know, fantastic streamers and fantastic people that you know, were the goal for me. I mean, people I had looked up to when I started this, and you know, all of a sudden I get to be invited to be in the same team that they are, and it was such a rewarding feeling. It was so cool to you know, get that call from Pluto and Kent, and you know, that all this stuff had finally paid off all this time. Um, you know, everything worked out, and it just felt so great that day. And then yeah, just days after, man, just what a change of direction. That's just out of nowhere. You know, from as happy as I've been all year to the saddest I've been in a long time. Um, and again, going back to high school sports, it was like the same feel. Like that was the last time I had cried as much as I did the day that Dongate went down. Was my last high school hockey game, basically, because it was just that feeling of something that became so normal to you that, you know, was something you loved doing, and all of a sudden it was just, you know, it was just gone, and you're never gonna get it back. And that was really tough to handle that day. You know, was just in the library, you know, check my Skype on my phone. I see these people talking about Thor crying on stream and R.I.P. Dongate and throwing these links in this link in the Skype chat, and I'm like, what the hell is everyone talking about? And then I go, and I was just so confused, and I go look at the Dongate website and, you know, see that it's real, and it was shut down. And I was so devastated looking at that screen. I didn't know what to think. It was like blank feeling, but like so many thoughts still running in my head at the same time. You know, what do I do now? You know, I I had just got on Team Waystone, and everything was great, and now it's all gone. Like, and I couldn't believe it, especially because of how the game was about to take off. Like, it was just like this was the time. Like, this was just that calm before the storm of when Dongate was gonna, you know, be something that we all knew that it could be, because the game really was great, and just gone just like that, man. And it was crazy, and that whole day was just sadness. Like, couldn't feel anything else. I'm sitting in this little tiny room working, you know, study room, working with my group on a project, and I couldn't concentrate on anything. I couldn't do it. I was just on my computer, just looking at the Dongate Reddit and you know, and Twitter and stuff, and seeing what, you know, everybody had to say about everything, and yeah, it was really hard, and I was basically sitting in that room holding back tears all day, and you know, I just just trying my best not to look so sad, because you know, I just was, and you know, I just wanted to go home that whole day. It was a really long day to be sitting in the library for a while, and I just wanted to go home and cry. And luckily, you know, I came home, and my roommate wasn't there, and I just cried for a while, and yeah, it was tough, and eventually, you know, built up enough, you know, courage to turn on the stream and still cry. You know, I thought I had calmed myself down a little bit when I started it, but yeah, I was still crying that day, and yeah, starting to get a little choked up about it now. But yeah, it was just really tough to deal with that. But you know, I knew a lot of, I knew I'd lose a lot of people, but you know, the ones that still stuck around, oof, this is sitting hard. But yeah, you know, you guys that still stick around and watch me now, you know, I'm still so grateful that you guys do, you know, followed me in whatever I did after that, and you know, I have all you guys to thank, really, for me, for keeping me to want to keep doing this, and you know, just for being awesome people, and just giving me that motivation to continue streaming whatever game it was. And you know, I knew you guys had my back, and you know, it helped ease the situation a lot. But you know, I'm still always stuck wondering what the game could have been, and yeah, it's just too bad. But anyway, we move on to League and start playing that, and yeah, eventually same thing happens. I get tired of it, but it was fun to play all these other games, and Block and Load was cool. Played a little CS:GO. I don't know. I don't even remember some other Town of Salem. Was a little phase, and streaming all these other things, and like nothing was giving me that same feeling that Dawngate did. Um, and I recently had been able to play some Dawngate games. I had to not play for a while because it was just too hard. But now, more recently, I came back and started playing more. And man, I just every time I play it, it hurts a little. It's bittersweet, every time I play it, because it was just like, man, I come into this game and I just it just feels right. Like everything, like I can like lane at my full potential. Like I feel like my skills here are so much more defined than they were in League. Like it just feels good to play, and to know that that's going to be gone in a few in a week or so is kind of starting to set in. But recently I've kind of found a new love with Smite. Not not the same feeling as Dawngate was just yet. I don't think anything will ever be offer the same feeling that Dawngate did. And it was mainly because of the community. Obviously, like that was just the biggest thing was that community. It was amazing. Just it was the coolest thing to be able to go into any stream and just know we all know each other, and it was really cool. And it just is super friendly environment, or at least I try to make it that in my channel. But and then there was things like money pigs that everyone would literally everyone most people would just stop what they're doing and go watch money pigs, hang out in that chat and talk about the game and stuff, and it was just so cool. And all that's gone now. But man, am I grateful to have gone through that. To have gotten to stream for so many people, and to it was kind of just a big reassurance for me that that I could do this, and this that I could be a good streamer, and I have all you guys to thank for that, for just giving me that motivation really to just keep doing this and doing what I love to do. And really appreciative of that. You guys have been awesome. Those of you that stick around with me till this day, it's been really cool. Because I did lose a lot of people when Dawngate went down. There's a lot of people that I just never saw again. And while that's unfortunate, you find out who the real people are that care, and it's you guys know who you are for sure. Probably the ones watching this video. So, again, thank you, all of you guys, so much for just for being awesome people, and making this experience really fun. So now moving on to what I try, what I plan to do in the future, and I just right now don't really see myself playing too much more League. I don't know how much more of that game I could take. I might try to push for a decent, see how placements go, and see what happens. But I'm back at this apartment and my NA ping is awful. So maybe if I do play League, I'll just play on Latin America North, and it's a lot more tolerable on Latin America North. Besides the whole player skill and whatever, it's easier when you don't really understand what they're saying to you, and even when you do, it's just kind of funny. Even when I'll have like Skyfu translate stuff for me in chat and everything, or the Salty Muscle also, you guys, the good Spanish speakers, translate stuff from the game that people are saying to me. But I don't know. I just don't see myself playing too much League, and right now I'm really loving Smite. Really, really loving the game. It's just kind of it's got that same. It's giving me that same feeling that I did for Dawngate, where it's like I want to learn everything. I want to be good at this game and try to be high ranked and do it all over again basically in Smite. And it's, their community on Twitch isn't huge. It's all, but it's not Dongate tiny either. So it's gonna be, excuse me, it's gonna be a little harder, but it's kind of it's kind of giving me the feeling that I did it once, I could do it again, right? And with the people that stick around from the Dongate community, you guys, I have to thank for so much, and I know you guys will keep sticking around and being there for me, which is great. And I'm gonna just keep trying to grow this channel in another game, and see what I could do with it. But that's pretty much it. Just wanted to get all this stuff out there, and try not to ramble too much. Going up around 21 minutes now. But yeah, just thank you guys. So many awesome people, really. And I don't want to name too many names. I don't, because it's just like if I forget someone, I'd feel bad. But you guys all know who you are, and I'll I say it to you in chat all the time. I really do appreciate everything that you guys have given me, whether it's just your time or a donation or just whatever. Like this year has just been something else, man. I never thought I'd have such a friendly online community of people that I've never met, and it's just been super cool to have that, and to get to know all you guys as a lot of you guys as people, and start to be able to put the face to the name, or even just a voice to the name for a lot of you. But it's been a crazy ride, and I'm looking forward to speaking hard, but yeah, looking forward to another year, and graduating soon, and real life starting to hit soon. So I don't know how much longer I got to do this. So I want to take advantage of it now while I still can, and just continue doing what I love. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this. I don't know if you let me know if you like it or not. Comments and stuff. I might do these weekly, or every couple of weeks or so. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, it's just kind of a first go around with this. And yeah, again, thank you guys so much for an awesome year. Really, it's been something else. It's been crazy and just amazing. And have all you awesome people to thank for it. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. Take care.